Hi guys, welcome to Lighthouse Intuitive Tarot. My name's Julie and this is a collective energy reading. And the date today is May the 6th, but please know that energy is fluid. So whenever this finds you, chances are there's something within the message here that is meant to reach you, okay? With that said, I have premeditated upon and pre-shuffled the decks, and I have drawn our daily oracle card. And today's oracle message is Nana Baluku. She rests to create. This message is a strong message from Spirit to respect your need to get that deep rest if you need it. We've been going through so much in terms of planetary movement. We just had the lunar eclipse in Scorpio yesterday. And these energies make for, a lot of ripples, and we all feel these things differently depending on where the planets are within your own birth chart and whatnot. So, but collectively, it's affected everyone. And one of the major responses for a lot of people is to feel that extra sense of sort of tiredness and maybe a little bit of sluggishness or inertia or a little bit of fog, which is slowly lifting right now, but we're still in that process, and Spirit's really telling us to take that, sacred rest if you're being guided to do so, if you feel that nudge within yourself, or if your body is actually showing you things, like if you've manifested some illness or what have you, right? Often this happens, at the least convenient of times, but the reason is that your physical body is actually manifesting something that your soul is kind of trying to nudge you to notice, I say you, and please understand that I mean all of us collectively, but just, to people watching, I'm just helping to deliver that message right now. So, forgive my language if it seems, triggering. I don't mean it that way in the least. So, but yeah, it's really just a message to pay attention to that which your inner knowing is guiding you towards, and honor the rest, and trust in the creativity that can arise from taking that time to just tap out, to meditate, to get some more sleep. Likely Spirit's communicating messages and downloads and intuitive guidance through dream state. So whether you get into that state literally through taking a nap, or whether you prefer to meditate or go for a walk that just is rejuvenating and recalibrating for you, those are all ways that Spirit is dropping in greater knowledge for you and for us in the collective right now. So, we have to trust in the power of rest. We need it for a very important reason. And I hear them saying right now, address the notion of healing. Rest is so important in our daily body cleanse and our daily healing. Like literally our body's healing. And they also wanted me to show this card that was at the bottom of the deck. It's the Totemic Puma, and it's Power Awakening. And they're saying that this is the reason that rest is so important right now. Power really is awakening within us, but it's in our collective, it's going to be incredibly important that with this greater power comes that greater responsibility with it. And this power is not to just choose in this sort of, less aligned direction. The power is coming, and this Spirit's wish for us is to choose to direct this power along beneficial paths that benefit the greater whole and community at large. And by community at large, I mean the human community at large, but also, our entire planet. So choices that benefit our environment more so, and benefit our animals, and all the wildlife that we share this resource and this home with. So this power awakening, a lot of what we're going to receive guidance and download toward is going to be ways to help promote a more conducive, harmonious existence, you know, a more heaven on earth, new world kind of attitude towards our daily living. So this great power is coming through, and as we upgrade in our current existence and incarnation, we need that rest. Just, you know, straight up, we just need that rest to be strong enough to be able to house this kind of power, because it's going to be spiritual power, and we're going to gain enormous wisdom and strength with it, and it's ancient, and we're going to need to bring it forward. But as we birth it forward, it's going to require work and energy, right? So that's the messages around Oracle. And let's see, how does Spirit want to, what other messages do you have around rest? The rest to create. What do you have to tell us there, Spirit? Rest to create. Anything else you wish to say on that? That one? Okay. 8 of Swords. Oh, 9 of Swords, pardon me. Yeah, that's the 9 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords is a stuck energy. The swords are a mental suit. And so that really represents the current state that we've been in. But this is representative of mental exhaustion. So often it's the message around this card as well is that it's a self-imposed mental exhaustion. So that ties in very much with our she rests to create. You know, being too much caught up in the mental space obviously can hinder creativity. It can hinder productivity because we're overthinking, right? We're caught up in that web of never silencing our mind. So that's obviously, this message is very much to realize that the lack of silence in the mind is what's creating. Yeah, there's a choice here to be made. There's a choice, and the choice is toward a new horizon, you know, a new way of being. So, but this choice, like the clarity of this choice, cannot come through in the 9 of Swords state. So they want to be able to present us with a new opportunity on the horizon, and that will come in different forms, you know, to different ones of us, because, you know, Spirit moves through each of us in a different kind of way as we allow Spirit in. Because remember, free will is a very important part of this human experience. We have free will. So unless you're inviting Spirit in with your heart and your soul and asking them to be present and to guide, they're not allowed to overtly interfere, right? There's just that sort of karmic law around it. So, you know, they would love to be able to bring in an opportunity for you, and this state is preventing it. So their advice is to rest in order to create. Yeah, because see, exactly, here's the Ace of Cups and Justice. So this is something that is this major arcana on Justice. It's divinely owed in a sense. Like there's a desire to give back to you that which you have earned through your actions already. And it's a cup. It's an Ace of Cups, which is a beautiful, you know, balanced, wonderful, loving, you know, opportunity that they're trying to present to you. But the 9 of Swords energy is preventing the ability to see it and the ability to have the download come through with clarity, right? So it's blocking intuition, and it's blocking the ability to make that choice towards that which will be which is your karmic due, and will be so enriching and so rewarding. Yeah, it involves great power. This cup, this Ace of Cups, they're telling me that the loving power behind this is phenomenal. So, this is the scales balancing themselves. They're out of balance right now. They're drawing my attention to the out of balanced scales at the moment, and the sword in the Justice's hands, and that this is a truth, an ancient truth, they're saying, ancient wisdom, and ancient, what are they trying to say? Ancient, I'm hearing ancestry. So something about ancestry in the Justice, that this is due to work that you have done in order to heal ancestral wounding. And currently the scales sit unbalanced, but Justice's job is to restore balance. And you have karmically balanced those scales out, and now it's time to see that reflected in in terms of a gift from spirit. Aces are typically divine gifts from spirit, and so they're very divinely inspired gifts. And this one is a very loving power coming through, because they keep bringing my attention back to the power awakening. So this is a very balanced, they're saying it's an extremely balanced energy. So cups often represent loving energy. And it doesn't have to be romantic love, although it can certainly be. It's like, apply it as you see fit for yourself, right? Because again, you always have free will in order to interpret things whichever way, best suit you. But they're saying that this powerful love represents a genuine balance in sacred masculine and sacred feminine energy. So there's something timeless and universally true in this gift. So whether it's going to be a truth that comes through to you as a download through rest, or a creative inspiration, or an actual partnership with a love offer, something that comes through, or a job offer that is very spiritually guided, it can be different for all of us, but it's going to have an enormous amount of power awakening within you. It's going to support that enormously, and the universe is really trying to bring it through. Yeah, okay, Page of Rods. Pages are typically about learning and about an openness and a willingness to learn. This is beginner's mind energy. So, and the rods are the wands, which is inspiration, and active inspiration, the ability to really press forward into new goals and pave new paths forward with inspired ideas, inspired new ways of thinking and doing, and so therefore being, wands are big doers in the tarot deck, and the pages really represent an openness to something new. So this is the tying back into choice and the new option on the horizon that Spirit's wishing to bring in. So it'll open up this energy once we rest. Resting and receiving those downloads will open up to this new energy, which is bringing in the awakened power. And it's crucial. They keep saying it's so important that this power, because this power, all power is, it's big, right? And it's a massive responsibility. And so often, they're saying so often in our current 3D reality, we see power used in very irresponsible ways. And the weight of the power is there because it has the influence over so many of us. So undoubtedly, the power is there, but there's an enormous imbalance. Again, this is pulling us back to the Justice. There's a tremendous imbalance currently in the way that power is used in the human collective. And there are multiple groups, they're saying, of souls incarnated currently. Yeah, and we've got the Sun on the bottom of the deck. They're saying anyway, they're jumping, sorry. They move quickly, and sometimes my mouth can't keep up. They're saying that this imbalance needs to start to get corrected, and there is many groups, sorry, they keep correcting that. There are many groups, and I know that is true, that are working very hard in the spiritual consciousness of humanity to right these scales. And it's very behind the scenes stuff, right? It's all consciousness level work. But you too, if you are not currently doing it, they're inviting you to get involved, because if you were drawn to this channel and if you were drawn to this message, then your energy too is being called upon to help to right the balance on this scale. And it is the karmic justice. It is what is due to us collectively in our human experience. Our planet and our animals and all life that exists here is due harmony, and that's what justice seeks to create. And this power awakening is used correctly. It will be the type of power that helps to see this balance really shift and a beautiful new world emerge, the beautiful new earth coming forward. And we will see lots of beginning ideas, new ideas towards how to get there, with enormous love and spiritual guidance behind it. So, and then they're saying finally at the bottom of the deck here, that will create our happily ever after. Really that's what the sun is. The sun represents that. So there's, and the Wheel of Fortune right behind that. And the Hermit energy, which is wisdom and shining, a wise light forward, casting that glow upon the earth, with wisdom behind it, like a wish come true, the star energy in the Hermit's hands. The Hermit is the wisdom and the star is the hope. So, and Wheel of Fortune is that the wheels of fate are always spinning, and it's our justice, and the universe is behind us, attempting to bring in, look, we've got 3 major arcana in a row here, attempting to bring in this major energy, towards a collective happiness versus the happiness of a select few. There's enormous imbalance in that, and that was never the intention of, human experience and collective experience, soul experience here on this planet, and we've just simply gotten confused is all. But there are ways to right this, and we're moving forward on it now so that we can put down this burdensome living, the way that we've been carrying far too much. Generally, the masses of the world are carrying an enormous amount of burden, and it's very unjust. It's very we all know that there's massive inequality, right, in this life. So we have some choices to make. Towards realizing our 10 of Cups. So it's important that we choose wisely. Enormous power lies behind these choices, and rest, trusting in the sacred feminine energy of allowing these messages to come through. Just allowing, that's all we have to do. We don't have to do more right now. Spirit's saying, just allow us to give you the inspirations and the healing that you need to move forward to continue to do your work. All right, there we have it, guys. Really beautiful message, really straightforward. Thank you, Spirit, for coming through. And thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for spending your time and your energy here. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.